Everything sounds better with crisps in your mouth.
Is that what they call these over here, crisps?
Yeah.
I thought you were Americanized.
Chips
Why are
or
you
French
calling them
fries?
crisps? They're potato chips.
British and Canadian.
Embraced it. He's embraced it already.
Well, good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to MCM. How are you finding the convention so far?
So far, so good, man. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Great.
Excellent.
I'm having a good time. I just missed the whales out there. They was telling me whatever it is.
I was excited to see
shrimp.
that thing.
Oh, for real?
That thing called the whale, and never seen that.
Any key points that have stand out for you so far today at Con, guys? Like any key moments, any sort of interaction with fans, or
Just how excited they are. It's crazy because it's been four and a half years since the game came out, and they're just so excited. They come up and they're shaking sometimes, you know, and you just go, relax, calm down. We're just guys. You know, it's really fun, but it's just it's cool because to me it shows the you know how long the life of the game actually is. You know.
I guess were you expecting the game to have quite that longevity when you were doing all the work on it?
I definitely didn't think it would.
Not me.
Yeah, I mean it's
what, 4
pretty,
years later, almost 5. September be 5 years later, and we still relevant in this video game world. It's amazing, man. It's a blessing.
I'm curious what'll happen when, you know, I assume 6 one day will come out. If 5 will just be irrelevant.
Will we just drift off into the sunset?
I mean, because I'm surprised that 4.5 years later anyone gives a shit. But cool.
I hope not.
Not complaining.
This has been a long fucking 15 minutes.
It has.
But I mean, honestly, I think we'll do good. You know what I'm saying? Even when 6, 7 come out, because you got to imagine San Andreas came out so long ago, and Melee still.
Yeah,
he's relevant, major relevant, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think it's the longevity of the characters. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what Rockstar did, I think, with this GTA 5, is they tried to create very unique, distinct characters that would sort of, I think that's the idea, which is probably, hence the longevity, is it's not just the gameplay and it's not just all that, it's that I think people had these 3 characters that they really enjoyed following their lives and their journey. So I think that's... But I mean, who knows with 6, if it's going to be like, are we virtual reality at that point? Like, what, you know, what is going to be the next?
Well, you won't know until it comes out, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So you've probably been signing a lot of autographs, but I have to ask Stephen, how many times you've been asked to cuss at someone today?
You get that a lot.
too much.
Yeah.
He don't even like to do it no more. He be in the car with us like, man, I fucking hope nobody don't ask me to say
well,
go
because
fuck
after the
yourself.
first time, it's like, you know, all right, we did that once, let's move on. So I just, you know, I'll write them a little something or write a nice haiku that.
Steve, are you ever worried about playing typecast? You play like psychopaths in Westworld, Walking Dead, GTA.
Do what?
So you're saying psychopaths? Simon's a psychopath.
No,
You're assuming they're all bad. So I see
You
where
tell
you
me.
stand. No, I mean they're, you know, it's sort of, that's why I do these other projects that are comedies, so that there's, some people think of me as just that big jackass clown, and some people think of me as the psycho, and well, that's a silence. No, I'm just kidding. You know, that's your job, right? That's an actor. You want to have as many things, and if you are in fact like typecast, then that's a good thing. Although recently I did actually lose a job because of being typecast. So figure that for the business. You finally get typecast as a psycho, and then they said, well, we don't want you, we can't hire you as the psycho because you have been a psycho, so we want someone who's not known as a psycho to be a psycho. Yeah. Great. What a business.
But that happens too, like in the, even in the commercial world, you know, like as if you've done like commercial acting and stuff, a lot of times they're going, you know, you're up for something, and they go, no, we know him from Grand Theft Auto 5. We better not put him in this Procter & Gamble commercial. You know, selling diapers or whatever. It's not really a good mix. But you know, like I ran into that with
Viagra.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you get my age. Look, that's all you go out on anymore commercially. You go out on meds commercials. You go out on the Viagra. You go out on the Cialis. You go out on the I got a Trulicity going. Yeah, but in my in my defense, I walk into a room for a Viagra commercial. They go, nah, there's no way he needs that shit. That's when Rocco Macho Foxo stud.
So, can you tell us a bit about the kind of recording process? I mean, how does it differ to kind of other voice acting work, working on a game?
This is the first voice acting job that I really did, so I don't have anything really to compare it to. I mean, I did a Sheepdog years ago, but you know, for me, this was no different than a regular acting gig, right? I mean,
That's what it was. I mean,
yeah,
it was essentially
because-
the motion capture where we, you know, we went in, and certainly that was my interest in it, is that it got to be a cartoon. I didn't see it as a video game because I really didn't care about video games. But to be a cartoon, that was very appealing. And obviously the character in the script was most interesting, so it's like, oh, this should be fun. But it was, you know, it was the only difference between, you know, a movie, TV show, or theater, and then motion capture is the kind of the technique. So with this video game, it was motion captured with the balls, and we had our helmet, and so technically wise, it was challenging and difficult because you couldn't always hit. That's why in video games a lot, you know, you have to, if you want to get into someone's face, you have to go to the side. You can't both. So it's just a technical thing, but it was, you know, you show up, you have your 10 pages to memorize that day.
Or 40.
Or 40.
And then, you know, doing the voice acting, I didn't know that everything we did was fucking violent.
Was violent?
We never were nice guys in the fucking game. We would always fuck, nigga, fuck, bitch, yeah, fucking something, or screwing something, or robbing something. But
well, there's a lot of catching on
people
fire
always ask
too.
me to just curse at them, because it's like that's all you have to do is drop a swear word.
And that's the image that they have on us, you know. You know, that's what we. If I cuss at somebody or Steven cusses somebody, they get a thrill out of it. Versus Steven's walk up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" They don't want to hear that. They want to, hey, how the fuck you
benefit,
doing? You know,
sort of regarding your question of typecast, outside in the real world, I mean, I do like to tell people these projects aren't documentaries, and like the video game is a cartoon, so it couldn't even be a cartoon, let alone Trevor. My name is Steven. So you know, it's good to educate, and but the only benefit would be sometimes, like if I do get, which I tend to sometimes get a little frustrated and angry.
Very.
And people
tripolar, fuck bipolar.
It's terrible.
No, he's not typecast at all.
It's terrible because then people actually think they get amused by it, in a sense. You know, it's like that's what they recognize as my anger. So it's very odd that
like
how many people can get pissed off and have people then be like,
like this morning, man, you know, I come downstairs at the hotel and he's fucking ranting and raving like Trevor just came the fuck out over some pain pills. He was fucking going crazy. The whole hotel staff was in the corner shaking and shit. I want some fucking pain pills.
The hotel should know where to get Tylenol. When the missus is in pain and the missus wants painkillers, the hotel staff should know.
You should.
Across the street? Where? Where do I go?
Future reference, bro.
Here it comes.
If we together, if we all together, all he has to do is ask the old man for pain pills. He has them.
I got Tylenol for days, man. Tylenol for
now
days.
We
Once you get my age, man, when
Now
you're pushing
we know,
60, the bones don't work. The bones don't work anymore. I admit it. It's rough. I can't run anymore, but I can still run faster than both these guys.
Since you mentioned cartoon characters, if you could choose, which cartoon character would you like to voice?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, in like a cartoon universe?
Anything that comes to mind.
I want to be the new black villain gangbanger character in the Avengers or some shit. They can make up something called the Gangster or some shit, you know. I'm saying that to this camera right here, so look out for me, you know, send something. I don't have an agent, but you can reach out to me somewhere.
Just put it out in the universe, it'll find him. It's so low.
I don't even know any cartoons, so I'm terrible at. The only one I was referencing yesterday was the Wonder Twins, which was from, I think, like the 80s Justice League, and it was the two that would, I think they were brother and sister, which and then Wonder Twin powers activate, and they'd be like an eagle in a bucket of water, which was always hilarious. It's like, why not be something big and bad and dangerous? But they always had to choose ice or a bridge, a slippery bridge. Okay, that would be fun to do.
That would. I want to be Fred Flintstone.
Oh.
Yabba dabba doo, right? We could do Fred Flintstone as. But I think I'd be good Fred Flintstone, or maybe a Barney.
Well, the Flintstones, I forgot.
One of those guys. Fred Flintstone, definitely.
Okay, cheers, guys. I think that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. So
We're going to end on Fred Flintstone? What? Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yabba dabba doo.
Thank you all.
Cheers,
Thank you.
guys. Enjoy
Have
the
a
rest
wonderful
of your
day.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy. Nice, cool air is.
We're hogging it all.
Apparently, fucking mug is sitting there.
What's up,
How you doing,
man?
guys? You alright?
It's crack.
All right, is this my good side?
They're all good sides.
That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna hang my ass out at you in a minute. That's a good side. So what are we doing?
Is this thing on? All right.
Okay, we're good.
Everything sounds better with crisps in your mouth.
Is that what they call these over here? Crisps?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Chips-
Americanized.
chips
Why are
with
you
French
calling them
fries.
crisps? They're potato chips.
British and Canadian.
Embraced it. He's embraced it already. Brilliant.